just realized I was muted. Sorry about that. I don't think anyone really noticed. But that's alright. We're playing, basically you didn't miss anything. I was saying we're going to play Blue White Flyers, essentially. Woohoo. And we're going to play some offbeat jank decks on the ladder because we don't really have much time left of this format. There's like 2 weeks left. It's pretty crazy. Alright, so what we're really wanting to do here is just play. Yeah, sorry about it. I was muted. Yeah. Lots of flyers. Get Safara, the Sky's Blade out ASAP. Got a Lord. Ooh, I just minus that. Rallier Wings, pretty fast kill. That sort of thing. It's a pretty sweet deck. It's got a pretty good sideboard too, because you get to play all these sweet counter spells and stuff. So I think we can take this to best of 3 and no problem. Yeah. And then maybe at some point we'll move on to the semi-playable pile, because I like that deck quite a lot. Moving up through Platinum. Hopefully we can get to some of the higher levels of Platinum. I don't have like high expectations, you know. Probably gonna gain a few ranks, but maybe not infinite ranks, you know. We're not gonna skyrocket up. Come on, show me what my opening hand is. Alright, get to play first, that's cool. Alright, not amazing. Like obviously Skycat is a nice card, not so much by itself. Double Winged Words is a bit clunky as well. I think we can try and find something a bit more explosive than this. Alright, this is a little bit better. Like this hand could get a little bit dangerous. Obviously no real early plays, but this into this plus this is going to be pretty sweet. Oh man, if they brought Spell Pierce back, imagine that. Imagine like trying to resolve spells in this format. It'd be a great way to get rid of Teferi though, like. Okay, so it's Bant Ramp. No Urion. I like playing with Urion with Bant Ramp, but this person's decided it's not worth. Alright, that's a low Pegasus, not too bad. This deck does play board wipes, doesn't it? But I feel like we don't want to play too scared about board wipes and stuff. Oh no. We just got disputed. Yeah, just play your own disputes and pierces. Just everyone play blues, nothing to worry about. It's all fine. Alright, so they're a bit land screwed. That's all good. That means we can start doing some broken stuff here. Main deck dispute. Yeah, possibly. Oh, this is fine. I was going to cast this anyway, so now he's like trying to trick us. Yeah, we got disputes in the sideboard though, because I think it's best to just try and go fully all in. Not every deck is playing blue in this format. And you don't want to just have a random dead card in your hand. Alright, what could this be? An Uro. Well, if you draw a Rally of Wings, I mean, this could be game over. Hushbringer. Well, he's probably not going to cast Uro next turn. I don't think it's worth playing this, right? Because he could just slam a normal Uro, right? Nah, we'll just play it. Should be fine. The other option was just, okay, well, we got wrecked. Never mind. Turns out they did have it. Damn it. Okay, well, Dispute might have been useful then. Oh boy. I think this is GG's now. Yeah, we'll just try game 2. And Shatter's pretty rough, but against this deck, I suppose probably want some unbreakable formations. The only thing we really care about is getting board wiped. So maybe some Dovin's Vetoes are also a really good idea. Hushbringer is pretty bad because they can just play an Uro from hand and get a 3 mana 6/6. Rally's pretty important in the deck. Like, I feel like you can't, like, Winged Words is a bit clunky, so I might get rid of that. And now I'm playing board wipes, so Sephara is less likely to come out, so I think I'll just cut one. I think that's it. I mean, Sephara is good once you get her on the board. It protects against board wipes and stuff, but if you're just, like, a bit too slow on the curve with playing her, it's like, just, I mean, you're going to die to board wipes pretty much all the time, but yeah, this hand's like way better than last time. Just like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 sort of thing. Very aggressive. Yeah, I thought they didn't have the Shadow because they didn't. I guess maybe they just didn't have the untapped land on 4. And we would have won if we'd just drawn another Rally of Wings or something. Ooh, double protection. Okay, well we do need to draw lands eventually to be able to do that, so it means we can probably just like use one of these as a just as a buff, like a +1/+1 to all the team buff. Oh nice, shocking themselves, that's always fun. Alright, see if they've got something good for us here. Okay, they might have a Mystical Dispute based on off that pause, but because if they do have a dispute, they'll definitely dispute that. Alright, we'll just get in there with everything for 4 damage. And I guess we will play this because there's no point worrying. Alright, so it must just be a growth spiral. Yeah, okay. So we've just got 8 power on board. So we're actually one short if we draw land with this addendum thing. Oh jeez. Alright, well, we might be able to recover from that if we draw a bunch of creatures from now on and nothing else. I think if we did draw the third land, would have been nice to have just held up this. Okay, we're just drawing lands now. That's always fun. We're just getting turn 3 shattered. Feels bad. Feels real bad. Okay, well, I don't think they're probably not gonna try and destroy just one Healer's Hawk, but what matchups are we looking for? Well, mostly other aggro decks because we gain a lot of life. These sorts of decks also we prey on a lot. I think if they can't like immediately wipe us, we're probably pretty good. Alright, I think we're just a little bit too flooded here. Well, I think this Bant matchup is probably pretty solid. It's just that yeah, it's like we had the tools there, we just didn't hit the third land drop and we kind of forced to just play out more stuff. Like, I don't think it's any better for us if we just hold that the 2-drop there and instead, I don't know. What is this notification all about? Let's have a look. Right. Okay, well, this was a mistake because it's taking way too long. Okay, it's just some styles. All right, screw that. Okay, so I feel like decks like, yeah, like the Bant and Azorius decks, Reclamation, even decks like Mono Red, we should be alright against, because against Mono Red you gain lots of life and things. Like, there's plenty of life gain in this deck. And against like the control decks, you tend to be able to out aggro them unless they board wipe you early, and there are actually a lot of anti board wipe ticks in this deck, so I think this hand needed blue a bit too much. There's no use holding out for a blue source, I don't think. You were like 1 in 4 to draw a blue source. This hand just needs more creatures as well. Might be worth mulling this one. I guess as long as we don't draw lands, this hand's fine, so we'll just try it. Go back to the chat. Alright, that's not really what I was looking for. Okay, alright. It didn't quite work out this time. Put it on some sort of super friends list, I think, must be. Alright. And in this matchup we'll have to watch out for Deafening Clarion, which is a lot worse for us. Depending on the sort of what we kind of see, I suppose. What we see out of all these decks, we can switch, I think. Like if we're just gonna be, if we're just gonna be playing against, I did say that these decks are good matchup. Obviously, when we're this far behind, there's no real point in continuing. Yeah, there's not really any point in continuing with this one, so we're just gonna try game 2. Alright, we'll just do the same. I think it's probably worth it for the disputes this time. They're probably not a... Well, Hushbringer's probably not very good anyway, even though they're not like an Uro deck or anything. Windwinds is fine, but I guess it could be a bit clunky sometimes to have too many of them. Rally of Wings is kind of like the same like that as well. Maybe we don't need this many counter magics. Maybe something like this would be okay. Maybe we can like leave in a... Maybe if we do something like that, I think that might work. Rally of Wings is really good though. I'm finding it very hard to cut Rally, mostly because it just kills so quickly. We'll play first this time. A 1-lander, even though it's got 2 1-drops in it, I feel like it's not keepable. Ugh. Just immediately mull into a 5 off. Ooh, I don't really want to mull to 5, but I think I will. That hand's awful. Alright, this is a keepable one, at least. Even though it's got double Loyal Pegasus. I'll get rid of one of the Loyal Pegasus, I guess. We're just gonna have to go with this 1, 2, 3 curve and see how it goes. It's probably not gonna be so good, but we'll try our best. Our opponent is on 7 as well, so... Okay, well that's something. Probably will get... If we get Clarion this turn, it's probably mostly game over. I guess we've got this to flash, and okay, we have to flash. Oh, actually, nah. Yeah, I will dispute the Teferi. I don't know what I was thinking about, like Spectral Sailor, but... Alright, we'll play out... I think we'll play out just the Healer's Hawk, because I don't want to get too all-in. You know, wipe's going to be bad either way, but... makes it a little bit less painful. Okay. Alright, hopefully they try and just discard a 3-drop and then we can get tricky. Alright, let's see if they discard a 3 CMC thing and then we can pump it with our Spectral Sailor.
Strike with the cunning mind of the dragon.
Oh no, they're just discarding a Dovin's Veto to kill that. Alright. Alright. That's fine. I'm just going to make this a bit bigger. I forgot about the fact that once I allowed the trigger to resolve, I wouldn't be able to respond. So that was actually quite bad. That's alright. We have a lot of power on board now. I think it's... yeah, it is worth killing off the Narset. Especially since it'll just minus again, so... And this way it doesn't really change the clock either, so they'll be dead next turn if they don't do anything. Fingers crossed. Clarion still wrecks us, but they didn't have it a few turns ago. Alright, they have a Scorching. Plus... not sure. Well, I have to play this because otherwise it's not lethal. We got it. We got a win! We won a game! Yeah, disputing the Teferi was the correct play. There, definitely. I was like, oh, I need to flash in my 1-1, but forgot that I actually had the perfect answer in hand. So that seems fine, I think. It feels weird to be cutting a bit of card advantage against a deck like this, but I feel like we can't really play a long game, so Winged Words will feel just a bit too clunky. We've got some anti-board wipe stuff here, so I think that's acceptable. Alright, yeah, we just need no wipes. We can survive a few single removal spells. Alright, well, this is about as good a hand as I would hope for, I think. But we are on the draw this time, so we might not do so well. We'll see. Okay, that's not a bad draw either. 2 bodies in 1. Alright, so we're just playing out stuff and just getting in for a bit of damage. Ooh, don't want to reveal too much by our pausing. Giving the old counterspell game away. Oh, this feels like a Clarion. Yeah. Okay. I think we can just play out this Cloudkin, because we get an extra card out of it. It's the same power of this. That's a nice draw. Okay, so we can only deploy 1 threat a turn here, which is kind of annoying. So I think I should just put out Executioner. Just because it's 2 bodies instead of just putting out 1 body. I know I'm tapped out of this Mystical Dispute, but there's not much in blue that I'm too worried about. I guess if they cast a Fairy, this gets switched off, but okay, sure. It's not the worst Shatter ever. Would like to be drawing some planes, some more planes, but otherwise not complaining too much. Alright, opponent drew lots of omens this game in their 80 card deck, you know. Top 15, 3 of a kind. I guess they scryed a bunch to the bottom. But okay. This is a good Winged Words turn. I'll put out a Healer's Hawk as well. We'll cast the Winged Words first. Yeah. This might get disputed though. Oh no. Okay. Alright. I guess I can shock this in. There's no point leaving it tapped. Put out the Healer's Hawk. And yeah, well, hopefully we can counter the Urian. They probably realize that we have a Mystical Dispute in hand, but yeah, another Omen. Omen of the Sun, not so good against our all-flying deck, but it still gains them some life. Another Shatter. That was some interesting synchronizing, or whatever you call it, sequencing. But okay, we'll just deploy out 2 threats here. We can cast Winged Words as well. We're somewhat likely to draw land off of it, so I think it's worth doing. Yeah, we did draw land, so... And that was a really good draw as well, the Spectral Sailor. So now we can deploy the Pegasus and hold up Clarion while also doing this if they don't do anything. And then we have a Lord as well to follow up, so... Another Shatter. Oh, gosh. Alright, so that's 3 Shatters we've gone through, but... I mean, we still have cards in hand, so... Alright. Eagle, it doesn't matter how we pay for the Eagle. Okay. Now we can counter a board wipe, so... Unless it's a Clarion. Elspeth Conquers Death. I think that's worth disputing. Yeah, it's definitely worth disputing. Okay. Well, we might as well just go out here, right? 6 damage. Yeah, there's nothing really to do but jam. Yeah, we're just gonna have to hope they don't have it. Clarion doesn't quite do it yet anymore, so yeah, they have a Urian, they go to 7, but they can't. They're just dead. They're dead on board. Ah, we did it. We did it. We beat 4 board wipes. That's not something you can say every day. Alright, opponents just doing all their stuff. So right, yeah, they can only block this and they take 9. Ooh, good game, opponent. We did it. Yes, I think I sideboarded correctly because we did draw Winged Words, and that did. Oh, we drew 2. But I don't think we would have wanted to draw more than that. So maybe cutting 1 Winged Words might have been better. Having the Cloudkin was nice as well. It meant that their first board wipe was only technically a 1-for-1 because this drew a card. It was nice. That was pretty nice. Yeah, it's not every day that an aggro deck can say they beat 4 board wipes. Oh, we got a card pack as well. Oh, we're one creature spell away from more gold. That's cool. Well, I'm gonna open this pack because that will just keep the train rolling. It's gonna be, well, hopefully it's a mythic because I've got all the rares already from this set. So actually, it's probably gonna be a bit of a disappointing pack. Yay! I actually got a card from it. Nice. All right. I'm going to keep it up with flies. You know, we're 50-50 so far. Do we get to play against another Shatter the Sky deck? Who knows? This hand needs a white mana, but otherwise it would have been perfect. Oh well. And then the one-lander with the only castable creature can't even attack. Oh, we'll just mull the 5. It's fine. Oh god. Maybe I should have kept the first one. We were on the draw. No, this is just dumb. This is just bad luck. Actually, I'll put away one of the Winged Words. This is fine. Well, there's white, so Yeah, okay. It is, in fact, a shadow deck. Bant. Nice. Well, there's the white mana for the Healer's Hawk, which is acceptable. And next turn we get to cast these two cards, so... You know, unmulligan ourselves a little bit. And then if we are lucky enough to draw enough creatures here, we could cast this. The interfere would just... oh, we'll see. We'll battle. We'll keep battling. It's not the end of the world just yet. Okay, that's a play. We're just gonna draw a bunch of cards this turn, I think. Okay. So we're a few turns away from Saphara coming down. Oh Jesus. Oh boy. Opponent knows we're too much of a threat here. Oh, yeah, sure. Free growth is shatter.
For my study.
If we draw a plains here, yeah, they did regrow the shadow.
Here we go.
What a farce! And they shocked themselves. It's also kind of weird. Okay, we did draw the plains. Is there a way for us to get the Saphara on the field? I really want to kill this Tameo though. I don't think it's worth it for this turn, so what we can do is probably just nothing. Maybe just cast Winged Words and don't do anything. Yeah, probably just cast Winged Words. Our opponent's kind of running out of steam a little bit. Like, I know they just drew another Wrath, but we can slow roll this a little bit. What do we do? What do we do? Maybe we just make it so they want to board wipe us. But it's not really worth it for them. I think we'll start by drawing some cards and see what our options are. Maybe I will just like play out a random thing and like they'll want to kill it, so... Yeah, I'm gonna play out like one of these Sky Cats and then they'll be like, oh, Shadow. And then next turn we'll just slam our whole hand onto the field. Because they seemed pretty liberal with their Shadowless Skies.
Trust me, I have a plan.
Let's see if they wipe. Like, surely they'll wipe this board if, like, for some reason they wiped a single 1/1. Alright, it's instant speed. So he's not going to do it right now. So that means we can attack. Thanks for reminding me that it's actually going to be on their turn. Okay. So we can attack. We'll just attack Teferi then. Or... well, we could get Saphara out this turn, but there's no real point, so... Gonna attack your Teferi. Gonna do anything about it. Ooh. Shocking. Alright, so now we just like completely splurge our entire hand onto the board. And see what happens.
This might be a bad idea.
He's still plussing the Teferi. That's something that is interesting. They have a card in hand that they can cast though. That was a really good draw. Let's see what they do. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to cast Safara and then I'm going to Rally of Wings to untap all my creatures and do some big damage. And probably kill the Teferi as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because we kind of... Huh. No! Ah, and then they're gonna bounce the thing. Alright. This is bad. This is bad. That was probably the worst case scenario right there. So they're gonna bounce this. We can just probably just... we're not quite there yet for hard casting it. But they're gonna cast Uro. If we draw a land, we're probably just gonna hard cast this.
I will not stand for such violence.
This is our mulligan to 5 turn, by the way, so we're actually doing not so bad. Hanged Executioner. It's a good draw, okay. Because that's going to exile the Uro next turn. But now they have 3 cards in hand. I mean, like... gross. So now we can't exile the Uro. This makes this a lot worse as well. Yep. Man, everything going right for our opponent right now. Like, just cast 3 board wipes, followed by play all the threats. It's not good times. They're also quite high life total, which is not great. Opponent either disconnected or really thinking ultra hard about which land they want to untap. This one. Oh, that one. Okay.
Behold nature's true power.
Let's try this.
Yeah, well, at least they drew a land off of that. It's a Scryland though. No blocks, because we have to stop this Teferi from ticking up too much. Alright.
Don't make another move.
Alright. Now just get our 7 mana, 7/7 flying lifelink on the field and hope it works. Alright, just drawing some cards, not the end of the world. You know what the funniest thing about Bant Pile though is that even when you bring it up to 80 cards, you're still not putting bad cards in your deck. Like you can play Urian and still just like you're never putting a bad card in your deck because of it.
Be wary of the ground you walk on.
Alright, opponents stopped in their tracks, thankfully. And we have to just get rid of these planeswalkers because they're being a right royal pain. We'll deal with their life total later. They're just going to get it back. Well, you know, that's not the end of the world. So we can play this as well. Nice. We could have just gone face there, most likely. Yeah, who cares? Yeah, sure, you get in this.
Witness the ties that bind us all.
They would just got back Uro, I guess, and gained a bit of life, drawn a card. This might be better. Okay. If this is a Crisis, we might be in big trouble. Alright, sure, whatever. Okay, just a land, that's all good. We'll just block the... Oh. We'll just block the Uro and one of the lands, because these are indestructible. We can just block whatever we want. Maybe we could have double blocked an island, but I think that's not really worth it. We don't really care about these islands. Yep, that's fine. Gonna finally get rid of that Teferi soon. Another Lord, that's great. Another Lord, that's also great. Alright, here we go. Big boys time. Playing with the big boys now, opponent. What do we got? 4, 8, 12, 16, 30. So this should be lethal. Right? 4 times 5 is 20, plus 10 is 30. So give everything +2, +2. And we kill them. Aha! That was a multi-5 game! Right? That was the same game, right? Were we multi-5?
Oh, I've done the...
Oh, did I do the math wrong? I did the math wrong. It doesn't matter. Well, it might matter now.
Trust me, you'll thank me later.
If he bounces this and then board wipes us, we're dead. I celebrated too soon! I celebrated too soon! Oh, we're so dead right now, aren't we? It was 30, you're right. I just didn't count beyond the old,
The land fights for us.
It doesn't... If they don't have a board wipe, it doesn't matter, but if they do... Okay, they do not have a board wipe.
Protect that which
Brilliant.
cannot protect itself.
Yeah, 30 damage.
The land shall
If our opponent hadn't been like... Well, if that's... Okay, it's a land. That's good. That's not... No. I know it's a land because they paused. And it wouldn't have paused if it wasn't a land, I'm pretty sure. Unless it's a board wipe and... Actually, they're not indestructible anymore, are they? So, I just do that. Take... 15. We should be alive right now. I'm pretty sure that's a land that they just drew. Yeah. We're not out of the woods. I celebrated way too early, but That's alright.
I can help you no longer.
We just gotta keep on holding on. Alright. Yeah, we could have made a few better plays there if I'd actually done the math right, but yeah, my statement still stands. That was a Molder 5 game and we won and we beat Bant. So I sideboarded differently against Jeskai, but maybe I shouldn't have. I think maybe I want vetoes more than I want disputes. I definitely want unbreakable formation. I don't know if I want Soul Guide Lantern just to stop Uro, but it's possible we do. Elspeth Conquers Death also? I don't know. It seems like a bit of a... I want to get rid of Hushbringer. I'll put in 2 disputes just in case. And I'll get rid of a couple of wing words and a Safara again. Question is just like, what's the last 2 cards? If I'm putting in 2 dispute, unlike last game, I suppose it's... Yeah, it does. They did play Tamio, didn't they? That was so long ago. I'm just trying to figure out what I cut. Like maybe it's like a rally and I'm taking too long. Okay. I think I'll get rid of a Loyal Pegasus possibly because it's just kind of like... It's a 2-1 though. I'll get rid of a Sky Cat. Yeah, that seems like a fair trade. Maybe I should try Soul Guide Lantern. It does stop their value. Yeah. I feel like the Soul Guide, I really just like it for the Jund and, you know, the cat matchup, essentially. Not a bad start. Depending on how, so that's like, it's quite a lot of damage coming up. Like if we get both of these Rally of Wings off, okay, that's not a bad one either. I'll just get in some attacks, I guess. Now they were pretty liberal with their wraths last game, and this must be a dispute. No, not a dispute. I'm gonna play this, but I feel like if they do have Growth Spiral plus Wrath in their hand, oh nice, then we will be a bit blown out. But I'm gonna hold up. Nice, nice. They didn't have it. Okay. They don't even have a 4th land. They don't even have a 4th land. Yeah, I'm gonna hold up veto every turn from now on. Ooh, the Lord's tempting though. But I won't do it. I won't do it. Yeah, I think just a slow death of... Hit them for a bunch every turn. Hold up counter magic, hold up protection. It's going to be important. Alright, Time Raveler. That kind of has to get countered because it turns off this, sort of. But I don't have a board wipe now, so I'm feeling confident. They didn't try and board wipe us then. Like, there's times like these when you kind of have to get a read. And my read is kind of like, they didn't try to wipe us that turn. If we go Lord this turn, we hit them for 5, they go to 9, and then next turn, they die. I think the upside on that is pretty good. Or is it worth it to go... Actually, yeah, no, I'm going to hold up protection again. I'm going to hold up the protection, because if we do draw land, we can double rally next turn. Alright, I'm a genius. I'm a genius. Alright, land. Right? Okay. So that's 8. 4 plus 4 is 8, 9, 10, 11. That's exact lethal. Seven, 11. Oh. Sometimes you doubt that you're, like, okay at the game. Times like these make me feel like I'm at least alright at the game. Oh, okay, so we're 2-1 against Bant / Jeskai, you know, just decks with loads of Shatter the Sky in them. Yeah, my temptation was just to make them have it and play out the Lord. But in the end, holding up... The thing that made me want to just hold up the protection spell was the fact that if we drew a land, we just killed them. And we drew the land. Yeah, if we can keep repeating that sort of thing, I'll be very happy. Well, this is just a curve, you know. 1, 2, 3. Put on the pressure. And I'm going first. Even better. So I guess we loot on the Loyal Pegasus, even though this can attack earlier. I think the Loyal Pegasus... I think the Loyal Pegasus you want to lead on. You don't really want to lead on. Terramander. Oh, it has flying? Boo. Flying blockers. Okay, the land there is nice. I'm gonna attack and see what they do. I'd prefer this not to be able to block other things we have going on later. Yeah, fine. I'll allow that trade. I'm not too sad about that. So we'll go Skycat Sovereign this turn because next turn we can play double creature and attack for 3. And then we'll be... And then our beatdowns will begin. I've got another Terramander. Okay, this thing adapts. It's very expensive currently. Rally of Wings is nice because next turn we can probably cast it for loads of damage. I should bring it. Feels like an opt, I suppose, in the hand. I guess maybe it's not a weird block if they just had another one in hand. And Spectral Sailor is a pretty decent card in the late game, so they don't want it to hang around. I don't know. We'll see how this game develops. I wonder if this guy's playing a bit of red. Yep, they are. Cool. So if they don't have a burn spell here for the Skycat, it's going to get out of range of pretty much all of their removal pretty soon. Alright, nice. I guess they're probably going to end up blocking this, like here. Rally of Wings is pretty solid this turn. I don't expect to see any board clears out of them, like a... Well, get wrecked. Wow, they took all of it. I wonder how they're going to get themselves out of this situation. If they do have a, you know, 3 mana deal 2 damage to everything. But I feel like that's going to come post-board. I mean, this has pro-red. Feels like all their removal is going to be red, right? Might be worth putting in. I mean, this is mostly like a mono-red card, but feels like we want this again. Ugh. Don't scare me with that talk of Clarion's nonsense. I've got enough to worry about as it is. I mean, this like does something, right? They have probably doesn't do enough though, I feel like. They are playing blue as well, so Mystical Dispute might be worth having in. I'll put in the disputes. And what's worth taking out? Probably... oh, I don't know, like just a couple of Winged Words. Taking them out a lot. I feel like it's possible that this matchup we don't want to take it out. Like Loyal Pegasus is not great against their 1-drop flyer. I didn't see much out of them, so it's not like I can make huge changes. Maybe I'll just put in 2 disputes. It's not like they're gonna have heaps of counter magic to blow us out. Yeah, maybe I should just main deck formation. It's probably true. It's just not as good a card against just super aggressive decks, I guess. Alright, they multi 6. This is a pretty solid hand here. No reason to get rid of it. Oh, they've multi 5. Looks like the mulligan variance is coming back to us. Okay, drew Loyal Pegasus. As always, I think it's worth it to just lead on a non-Pegasus 1-drop. Just because it can't really attack until turn 3 anyway. Let's bring in one of these. Okay. Lots of white cards, but only 1 plains means this is going to be quite hard to empty our hand very efficiently, but we want to draw lands eventually, right? Hopefully we draw plains. With that in mind, I think I mean, I want to cast one of these spells. I think Hushbringer is cool and all, but the upside of having this Skycat resolve and survive to be able to bring out this Hanged Executioner next turn and attack for 4, yeah, no, it could happen. Okay, it didn't happen. Maybe we'll just winged words it up. Okay. Planes, now actually, we don't really need to winged words yet. So I'll just bring in Hushbringer / Loyal Pegasus. Yeah, we're basically probably just gonna ignore this Bone Crusher Giant. If they do board clear us, we do have a bit of a refuel. No point blocking that really. We're probably gonna be able to race this, so I'm just gonna ignore that Bone Crusher Giant for the rest of the game. It shouldn't backfire on us unless they just completely annihilate our tempo. Another thing, okay. That removes a little bit of our clock. Ooh, that's a nice one. That is a nice one. But we can't cast it this turn, unfortunately. But that's fine, we can just get some attacks in. And just get out some more bodies for Sephara. And then next turn, can probably just play this, Sephara, Profit. They have something going on in their hand. A Fry. Ooh. Okay, we can still cast Sephara next turn, so not too upset about that. Definitely not blocking. Alright. Get out that Bone Crusher, leaving up double blue. Interesting. We'll see what happens when we cast this Headless Hawk. Okay, they don't have a response. Let's try Winged Words first. No, I'm just gonna cast this. And we might as well draw some cards because we have the mana for it. What? Okay, yep. Alright. What did they draw? They're reading this card. What does this card do? It's a mystery to me. Mystery to most people. Nice. Yeah, just big. Deck full of red removal. Almost certainly just can't recover from a Sephara entering the battlefield. Alright, we're doing pretty well so far. Let's see how we've been... Ooh, slaying fire, okay. You know what? I'm gonna play this deck until we lose with it, and then I'll switch it up to something else a little bit less aggressive. Not sure if it's better, but I really wanted to play my Abzan mid-range at some point, so I'm gonna do that. Alright, so currently, oops, what are we doing? 3-1 with flyers so far. Pretty good. And we're on the play. If this was an island, I'd consider this hand. But honestly, yeah, not really. Not really a fan. Yep, this happens sometimes. Just some stone cold perfect Hearthstone hands right here. I said I'd play until we lose, and I've just completely jinxed myself. Don't know what our opponent's up to. Maybe we're lucky and our opponent just disconnected and we can keep playing this Azorius deck. One opponent. Yeah, I could look. I mean, like, ooh, since we're here waiting, might as well go figure out what the chances of drawing a no-lander is, right? Okay, I think our opponent's gonna time out and we're probably just gonna get an auto win, so yay! Yeah, it feels like they've probably had a heart attack or something, so. 60 cards. 23, 7 cards, 1, at least 1, say at least 1, keep. Oh, I just clicked keep. I was too distracted by, well, let's see if they're actually playing. They might not be. The value keep the no-lander, see if we can win. Awful. This just completely undoes my perfect play from that other match. You know, like the soul read. Oh god, they're actually playing. Oh, we drew a land! Oh no. Are they reconnected? It's alright, you know, like, our hand's full of gas. I'm trying to figure it out. I was trying to, I got my calculator out. Oh, maybe I should say 0.
There are so many mysteries to uncover.
Alright, well, our Winged Words is completely dead. Not that we could cast it anyway. Alright. We'll have a Teferi in hand. I'm gonna attack the Narset just to stop them drawing more cards.
You could use some training.
60 card deck, 23 cards, 7 card hand, 0 lands. Go. It's a 2.5% chance. Yeah. Once every 50 games. If you play lots of Magic, you know, that could happen to you reasonably often.
I'll protect you.
Second land. Man, if we draw a 1-drop. If we draw a 1-drop soon, we might actually be doing it. Do we just attack all at Teferi? Yeah, didn't draw the island. Drew plains though, so it means, yeah, just hope to draw an island next turn, I guess. But playing Safara this turn would be a bad move anyway because they have a Teferi out. So I'm just gonna attack the Teferi down.
Plan B, as soon as I think of one.
Strangely, it's still a game, despite it might not be a game for very long, but it is a game. I don't feel the need to concede. Okay. Get rid of that Teferi. Attack face. Shark Typhoon. Boo. Alright, still trade though, so not the end of the world. Hanged Executioner. Next turn, should be able to play this. Hopefully we draw a land so that we can still pressure the Teferi.
Let's try this.
And cast this. If we don't draw a blue source for this, I'd be pretty tempted to just not cast this. Everything's going well for us. Our Urian deck does... Ooh, we drew it. We drew it. Okay. Nice. So we can play the Sky Cat and Safara, which means we can attack with okay, they have something. What to do here? Interesting. What are they holding up? Alright, we're gonna hold off on the Safara one more turn. They've probably got another Shark Typhoon, I think. Or it could be anything. They've got sorceries for instance now thing going on, so... Alright, they're not blocking with anything.
This is hardly my
This
worst
was
defeat.
Interesting. This makes me kind of want to go Spectral Sailor, hold up this possibly. Alright, I've decided I'm gonna Safara next turn. And I'm gonna Spectral Sailor plus activate this. Because it's quite possible that they're gonna Urion next turn. Actually, they can't afford to. Alright, well hopefully they didn't draw a sweeper like right this second. Oh, they have red in their deck. Okay, well that's explaining a lot. Each opponent puts the top 10 cards of their library into their graveyard. Okay. I have like an onboard answer to that, so that's cool. Yeah, I didn't even know this card existed, to be honest. What did we mill? Bunch of random dorks. Cool, that's some lands. Alright, so now is the time to exile that. Oh, I forgot that. I thought that cost 3 mana. Oh well. Alright, so now we can Spectral Sailor plus... Oh, not Spectral Sailor, Hanged Executioner plus Safara. I didn't play very much Theros Draft, so I didn't even realize that was a card. Okay, so now we have an indestructible board. Not gonna say we have one, But I'm gonna say, are we gonna win the old keep 6 non-lands hand? We're pretty close to winning it. They're on a 2-turn clock, right? 7. If we draw Rally of Wings, they're dead. They're just casting Yuri on this turn? Oh, they're casting Elspeth. Well, that's not going to do very much.
Itself cannot halt my quest for justice.
Oh no.
Going to fight beside me. 2
soldiers. Whatever shall we do now? Okay, we're going to cast Winged Words, because if we draw Rally of Wings, we win. What's... Oh, we drew Rally of Wings. Oh, nice. That is a win, right? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12... Plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, that's lethal. I was on the play, so I just basically did everything wrong this game. You heard it here first. Blue-white flyers, top tier. Don't even need to keep good hands. What are they playing in? Jeskai Walkers, Super Friends, Urianish things. Look, honestly, I'm speechless. I think that's the most lucky I've ever gotten. Yeah, just exactly the same. Maybe I should just main deck all these cards. They were playing plenty of blue stuff, right? I think we might still want this. Hushbringer seems solid because they've got some ETB effect stuff. A couple of those, cut one of those. Might go down to 2 disputes. Cut a rally. I seem to be playing the same matchups again and again, but just keep forgetting how I'm supposed to be sideboarding, or changing it every single time. Only the best strategy here at accumulated knowledge. Alright, I won't bring in the disputes because we're not really countering things that we care about. And I'll take out one Skycat because we might get stuff removed. Done. Yeah, it's like a blue-white control deck. But I feel like we only really care about countering board wipes and possibly Teferi. This hand's not good, just... This is a dead card, this doesn't really do anything if we don't have creatures, just doesn't really work for us. And I'm gonna click Mulligan this time like a real... like a good boy. Let's see, this hand is just a 1-lander, right? But 2 1-drops. We've got like a 1 in 4 chance of drawing Islands if I collect. Yeah. 1 in 4 over 2 draws. Let's do 1. Wait, how many are in here again? How many blue sources? 13. 13. And 54. Go. I'm gonna keep. Put away the sailor. I've got like a 30-ish%. I've got like a 1 in 3 chance of drawing the island on turn 2, so I'll go with it. Yeah, we kept a even worse hand last time, so there's nothing. Okay, we didn't draw it. But if we draw it by next turn, I'll still be happy. If we never draw a land at all, alright, that's not the end of the world. Oh, he plussed it. Okay, we drew the island. And it's gonna all attack here. We can't hold up the veto, so I guess we'll play the Sky Cat because he's pretty incentivized to just bounce it. And then next turn we can finish off the Teferi, plus probably end up holding this up. If he's not bouncing it, that's scary. It's pretty scary. So if he has Clarion, he's slow rolling it, then we're a bit screwed. Alright, I don't think it's worth it to play anything out just yet, but I'm going to attack this Teferi down enough that he can't bounce anything. Maybe I should attack face. No, I don't want him to be able to bounce anything. So I'm going to do that and see what he does. Okay, he lets it go.
I won't let you win.
In that case, if I play this and he wipes, we're a bit boned. I think I'll try a Hushbringer out, actually. He does have something. I'm just not sure what. It doesn't feel like a Clarion. Yeah, it's an Omen. Okay. That makes some amount of sense.
I've got it.
I didn't want to pre-combat play this, otherwise, in case of instant speed Clarion, but I think we can finally start attacking face now. But I do want to finish off this Teferi, so I'm going to do this. God damn it. Alright, we'll play out the Cloudkin. Draw ourselves another land, that's not too bad. Would have liked an island because of this thing, but can't complain.
No, I am not making this up as I go.
Whoa.
Monsters are Korea's greatest weapons.
What's... Oh, this is getting... oh.
In battle, one must be willing to adapt.
That's pretty good. I don't think we can win now, so yeah. Cool, Dream Trawler, nice. Someone really didn't want to delete their Luca deck. Man. Okay, so Mystical Dispute still decent, but not amazing, honestly. So I think we're gonna just stick with what we have. Okay. Yeah, so it makes sense that they're playing Luca and stuff, But why would you put that Sphinx in your deck if you were trying to hit Dream Trawler? Like when you got your best hits Dream Trawler, and then you got like that Sphinx like way down like there somewhere. Feels like you're adding a bit more roulette in there than you really need to. Well, being on the play here should be able to get a good enough fast start that we can beat them. Hopefully, we'll see. I think I'll go Cloudkin instead of Eagle next turn, just because I am a little bit wary of getting wiped here, and I don't mind just cantripping a little bit, dealing a little bit less damage. Ooh. Okay, we do need a Plains next. We need them to not have Clarion and to draw a Plains, and then we can cast this next turn. Or draw a blue creature. We'll see what happens. Narset. That I'm perfectly okay with.
Keep an open mind.
Right, drew a veto. That's actually not too bad either. Can't really play any creatures. I'm just going to hold up the veto and kill the Narset. I don't want to make my board any larger than it is currently without having a Saphara on the board, so...
Such violence is upsetting.
This seems to be going pretty well so far. I wonder what they're going to do though. They may have a wipe. Birth of Meletus is totally fine. That is also totally fine. Sweet. Alright, we drew a Healer's Hawk. Not great. This makes it 1, 2. This goes up to 5. It's 8, 9, 10. So this is just 2 turns. Next turn they'll die. And we'll hold up veto. Counter anything scary. And yeah, this should be the game in the wraps. Most likely. Well, we kind of have to counter that. I feel like they don't have anything here. Yeah, they don't. Nice. All right. I was kind of thinking like, ooh, maybe they could have something. Do we play around? What do we play around? But okay, they just conceded. It's all good. Nice. So we definitely have to keep playing this Blue White Flies deck because I haven't lost with it yet since that one the other day. I'm just gonna ignore that pack for now. See, I lost. Which one did I lose? The second game. Yeah. And we've been just on a hot streak ever since. Alright, after last game's like pure showcase of skill, I'm sure we can keep following that up and just blow him out of the water this time. Let's see. This is an aggressive hand, like Hawk, Sailor, double rally. Okay, new land. Not the best, but we'll handle it. Mono green? Could be? Alright, we need to keep up this win streak with this deck. Oh, Marauding Raptor, okay. So someone's playing some sort of Embercleave deck. Let's see if we can... Oh man. The punish for not leading on Hallowed Fountain. Now we can only play one Spectral Sailor this turn. I think that's not the end of the world, because it's likely we'll go turn 3 this plus something else, and then turn 4 double rally. Turn 4 double rally the Rally of Wings. Okay, Gem Razor, sure. Oh, that has reach. Brutal. Now we could get our opponent with a Rally of Wings. I wonder how much that would throw them off. I think I'm gonna... Yeah, I think this is actually, like, worth doing. Maybe it'll throw them off their curve just enough. I have to pay the life there. And pass the turn. So I think this, you know, we've been siding in Unbreakable Formation every match, but I think this is the matchup where we don't really want it. Another 4/4 reach. Interesting, interesting. Are they attacking with it? Yes, they are. Well, I'm not going to block. Next turn we can attack with the Skycat and get them with another Rally of Wings, I suppose. Hushbringer. Seems like it should have some upside against them. Alright. I think that's going to have to enter tapped because we're going to be casting these two this turn. So we just attack with the Skycat, and if they block we can flash in the Spectral Sailor and pump our Skycat into a 5/5. And then like, ooh, do we want to trade? They already see that we have Spectral Sailors in our deck, so... Gotcha! Right. And... Hushbringer does not prevent mutate, no. Just into the battlefield. That also has reach. Jeez. Come on, opponent. Like, give me a bone here. Big dumb ground decks aren't supposed to be able to block me. So we can just sit back, I suppose. Make a cat. If we attack, turn this into a 7/7, it's not quite enough to... Actually, it's probably worth drawing a card rather than making a cat. I think I just passed the turn here. Next turn, I'm pretty sure. Next turn I want to cast Rally, so maybe I will just make a cat instead of drawing a card. Oh, they just scooped. That was a bit of an early scoop. I think we were going to get there eventually, but we were building up to something pretty massive. So this is the Deputy of Detention matchup. That's been just hanging out on the sideboard all afternoon, doing not very much. Don't need Mystical Dispute. Cerulean Drake. They probably have some amount of burn spells in there, possibly. Actually, they're playing a Mutate deck, so they could just be playing all creatures. No, they'd be playing Umori, probably, right? I said I wasn't going to board this in, but I'm now tempted to. I cut like one Winged Words. Maybe this is all we need to do. Okay, after this match I'm going to put this in the main deck. I think the only matchup where that is truly awful is probably mono red. You know, Unbreakable Formation's probably awful against mono red, but otherwise I feel like it's been pretty solid. Okay, an all white hand. They've multi 6. Again, we're like 1 and 3 to draw. Yeah, I'll keep this. Yeah, don't you know the Skyguard Sovereign, Skycat Sovereign makes flying cats? Just hope they don't lead on like that's a bit of that has reach too. Oh, we drew the island, nice. We can cast Winged Words on turn 2. So we can't really attack through that until they're attacking, okay. Sure, why not? There's no like tricks here, right? We just get to attack them back. Seemed like a bad attack to me. Oh, just drew 2 lands. Okay, okay. Just getting them out of the way. We now only have a 1 in 3 chance of drawing lands from now on. Hey, thanks for joining in, Ramon. It's been fun hanging out. See you around. Yeah, I'm super keen to go to Game Corner. Probably go this Wednesday actually. Like, I don't usually go to draft, but I mean, first event since lockdown. It's gonna be fun. Nice, so that currently doesn't have reach, which means they're wide open for a Eagle Strike. And next turn I'm probably just gonna exile that dinosaur. It's kind of annoying, but what are you gonna do about it? Okay, this isn't the end of the world. Rally of Wings, not a bad one either. Can't really attack right now though, which is a bit unfortunate. They've only got one card in hand though, so... actually, I was like, oh, they have shock, but it's just this thing. I'm overthinking all their pauses. Just like, more removal. It's because I've been burned so many times. Questing Beast. Sure. Not really too, ooh. Oh, can't really. Migratory Greathorn as well. Sure. Still kind of have to get rid of this Shifting Ceratops, don't I? Let's see how they attack. They currently don't have lethal on me, so... Oh, they attack with all? It's only 9 damage. If I draw Rally next turn, I win. What else can I draw? I can draw an eagle. That's it. Okay. Since they've done this, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna try for the win. I feel like I can't. It's like I could exile this and take 10. Hit them for 6. No, I'm just gonna take it. I'm gonna risk it. Alright. Got a lot of cards that win us the game right now. Okay, that's not it. Okay. So now we have to go for a... Rally of Wings plus exile that plan. Yep. Okay. Can't play Loyal Pegasus because this costs 4 to activate. Okay. So we're not dead yet, which is nice. We just have to have them brick. Okay. So we just activate this. Oh, actually, hold up. We have to block with it first, so we get to do this. It's only 8 damage. Block. And then exile the shifting. They have something in hand though, which is kind of scary. Or maybe they don't, maybe it's just that activation. Alright. So we're at 1. They're facing lethal flies. What have they got? Come on, opponent. Stop slow rolling us. Nice. Got there. Well, we made it to Platinum Tier 1. Playing just Azorius Flyers, so... I mean, we kind of just have to keep going, right? I didn't intend for the stream to just be a Blue White Flyers stream, but here we are. What's the rank above Platinum? I've never really ranked up like overly much in the past, so I'm not actually 100% sure. Alright. Keeps a keep. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I assume we'll draw more creatures along the way, which might cause something better. Mulligan to 5. Always good to see. Alright, land pass. Gotta always play this on the end step. Okay. We'll let them finish scrying and then we'll play it. Top. Okay. Another Spectral Sailor. Yeah, considering I have a Rally of Wings in hand, I feel like that's a good play, so we'll do that instead of playing a Winged Words. We're going to be Cloudkin Searing on turn 3 anyway, so we're going to be drawing cards. We're not going to be scrounging on the card draw here. Opponent's got some sort of instant going on. Ooh, that's a nice draw. I feel like our opponent won't be able to deal with the Safara. Oh, I said I was going to put... yeah, I'm going to get him. I got him. Take 6. That's why you never remove things during combat. Less important in standard majority of the time, but especially in limited. That was a good draw. Oh, everything's going right this game. And next turn, probably just like, I don't know. Hopefully we draw some way to pump our team. Opponent's racing us reasonably well, actually. Actually, Galia's probably a higher upside for them. You drew a land. That means we could play Safara this turn, actually. Because we don't actually have lethal right now, which is somewhat annoying. We could try for lethal by Winged Words, but no, I don't think so. I'm gonna... oh, okay. Opponent's like, nah. Gig's up. Alright, same as last match. Take a couple of these. What else did I cut? Cloudkins? Yeah, I think so. Seems like we're gonna have a bit of an easier time against this opponent because they didn't seem to have quite as much reach in their deck though, so a bit more of a classic Gruul Stompy deck. Solid hand, solid. Yeah, can't complain. Two of a kind, solid curve. Got some replacements for when they get removed. Mulligan to 6. Oh, Healer's Hawk's not too bad. If we draw another Plains, that would be nice. Alright, Spell Collector. Oh, we did draw another Plains. Sweet. I will just play out a Skycat because I know it can get shocked and stuff, but I mean, it's just a 2-drop. I know it can get large, but we've got a replacement and stuff, so if this gets removed, we'll be going Healer's Hawk plus Skycat. Oh, that's gonna be real good soon. Do we want to go Eagle this turn? Because next turn... No, I don't think that works. Just gonna play out much as possible. And next turn we can go Lord, attack for heaps and heaps. Sure, he's got a 4/4, no reach, no reach, no reach. Nice. Attack for 9. What can our opponent do? They could Embercleave this turn, which is 10 damage. Okay, that's not enough because we have definitely not blocking that. We just have another Eagle for lethal. Just didn't block the Pearl Collect because just in case the Eagle got shocked or something, you know. Nice, making our way up to Platinum. Alright, so up and away from Platinum, rather. Alright, so I said earlier that I was going to just quickly sub in here's the deck, who's interested. Sub in these Unbreakables, probably cutting Winged Words ×2. What to put in the board instead? Got lots of counter magic. Don't really need more protection, I don't think. Some sort of removal spell, like Glass Casket against like a... Yeah, I think like a Glass Casket or 2 on the board would not go amiss. Unless there's something I'm really missing. Just gonna scroll through the entire standard set. I don't think that's actually worth doing. I think Glass Casket's a good put in. The Wanderer, I don't know if that's... I mean, it stops Clarion. That's about it. That's all I really care about is Clarion. You got... That's about it, I think. I think we're good. I don't think I've done anything, missed anything too important. Just do a quick scan again. No. Let's check gold. Double check gold quick. No. Maybe Dovin, but that seems a little bit like silly. Could sideboard to Fairy. I mean, it could be acceptable against Flash decks. I don't know. Guess since we have a bit of a lull in the action, we'll open some gems from this booster pack. Oh no, it's a mythic. Nice. My first ever Kinnan Bonded Prodigy. Alright, back to the standard ladder. So as I said earlier that we're going to play this deck until I lose with it. We so far have won 5 matches in a row with it. Where is my mouse? Get to go first again, that's a good start. This is like a solid start. Could have had a 1-drop in it, but I won't complain about this solid 2, 3, possibly 4 curve, you know. Nothing to scoff at. Yeah, so we're currently 6-1 with this deck in Platinum, like high Platinum. I think I'll lead on a planes here. Okay. First inclination is bent, but we'll see what happens. Maybe it's not a Loris deck, you know, like a what do you call it? White weenie deck. Green white weenie. That's a thing. Take 3 monster. And next turn, if we draw any creature. Nice. So please let us play the Saphara. Please deck, let us play the Saphara. We should be able to. We've got Winged Words in hand. Alright. We'll lead with Winged Words. And see what we draw. Bunch of lands, okay. Alright, fine. We'll play this island out. We're not playing Saphara this turn, unfortunately. Would have been nice. But it is what it is. We're pretty vulnerable right now. If we'd played Saphara this turn, we probably would have just won immediately. But okay, here comes the board clear. Nope, it's to Fairy. That's fine.
Right on schedule.
Bouncing the Skycat. That's fine as well. We can just kill the Teferi off. Oh my gosh. Alright, if we hadn't got so flooded this game, we probably would have won. But as it is, we're just gonna have to deal with our woes here. Alright. First things first, get that piece of destruction off the battlefield.
I really should have seen that coming.
Alright, well, they didn't have a white last turn, so we're just gonna play that out again. Mystical Dispute. Fine. Alright. Feeling bad about playing the tap land now. That's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes. Alright. What do they get on top? Hydroid Crisis. It's pretty good. Another Hanged Executioner would be a really good draw right now. Okay, Hushbringer, that's pretty solid. That's good. I think that's worth playing out. And we can just oh my god. That's very scary. Alright, I'm just gonna have to hope to draw a creature now. Right now. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you. So now we can play Safara. Actually, I could have played Safara anyway, but this is better. So now we can also hold up Hanged Executioner. And then we Rally of Wings. Get attack in. Oh, we're not holding up Hanged Executioner now. Anyway, doesn't really matter. What are they gonna do now? We'll find out on the next episode. Make a lot of sharks, apparently. Damn it. Oh, what? Yeah, that wasn't a very good sequencing from the opponent. They probably didn't read, I feel like they didn't read Safara. Right there. That was probably their problem. Okay, what are we doing? How did we board against Bant again? For this board. I think it's mostly Dovin's vetoes with a couple of disputes. Cutting a Safara, a Skycat, the Hushbringers, and a Rally. Right. See if I can remember that for the next match that I play against this deck. We've been playing a lot of Bant and a lot of decks with Shatter the Sky in them. Alright, pretty solid hand. Is this the hand where we go turn 1 low Pegasus? I think not. They keep 7. I think we go turn 1 Spectral, turn 2 this, turn 3 hold up Dovins. Do they have a Mystical Dispute? Seems like it. I feel like they wouldn't dispute that. Yeah, okay. Have double Dovin's veto. Which isn't too bad. We'll see what they end up playing. If they play it to Fairy, we're a bit boned actually. Glass Casket. Sure. I guess that means we have to play Cloudkin. Does this get disputed? It does. Okay. That's fine. Next turn, I guess we're holding up a bunch of Dovin's vetoes and stuff. It's gonna get Forest and then they can cast their ramp spells now, I guess. Hydroid for 2. It's pretty annoying. Can't really attack. I guess we'll play an Eagle. I've been trying to hold up these Dovin's vetoes for a while, but we don't really have a threat in play right now. It's no real point in holding up veto if we aren't actually threatening them with anything. Okay. We can go for the attack now. See how they block. Block that. Okay, well I'm gonna rally because we have to get that crisis out of the way eventually anyway. I'm not gonna play this because I need to hold up Dovin's veto. I think we should be able to pull something out like a victory out of this game. Hydroid Crisis again. Okay. Alright, that was a really good draw. Okay. They may have ripped a board wipe. So, it just feels so bad to be not attacking them. But they only drew one card. I'm gonna risk this. Okay, they did block. If I play this now, it's not even lethal in a single turn, so it's not really worth playing the Hawk. It doesn't increase the clock that much. They have nothing. Okay, that's really good for us. They might have a shark. Cycle a shark. Shark cycling makes a 4/4. It would be pretty bad. But there's nothing we can really do about it. So we're just gonna hope they don't have it, basically. Okay, they have it. Yeah, you know, that's just gonna have to be it's gonna have to be what it is, you know. It's not. If they have another Hydro Crisis here, alright, not Nissa. That's something for our veto to hit, so I'm just gonna cast it. We need some more time to draw. Need some more time to draw some like good action here. Alright, that's not action. Like, I kind of read the fact that they had the shark, but... So what, we'd have another eagle in play.
Let us have a storied battle. I think you will find my
And there'd be
most
3 life higher. Shatters in hand now. We get a bit flooded, a bit too flooded. Alright, we're out. I'm done. I know when I've lost. Same deal. I think same deal. Alright, game 3 on the play. What have we got? Pretty medium hand here. Like a 1 skipping turn 2. Not being able to attack until turn 4. I think that's mulligan worthy. This hand's much better. Alright, get this Healer's Hawk out. Not much happening on our side, but that's fine. We'll get Cloudkin out first, because we kind of want to draw some gas here. We don't want to just sit here and... Like, this isn't enough to win us the game. We're gonna have to... Oh my god. We're gonna have to draw something quite fantastic, I think, to continue to win this game. Like, say, a counterspell. Unbreakable, that counts. Can't play it just yet, so I'll just hold this Cloud Conceer here. Oh, that's not a bad draw. Means I can play 2 creatures this turn. And they don't have double white. Sure. Lots of glass caskets, lots of shatters, lots of missiles. Alright, let's see. We'll play this out. Do they have another dispute? Essence scatter. Oof. Harsh crowd. Okay. Well, we can't really play nothing this turn, so we'll play the eagle out and hope they just don't do something evil to us.
I would like to ask about any lunar anomalies.
What are they going for? Shatter?
Let me aid your research.
Or a white source? They found no shatter. Nice, okay. That means we can play Safara this turn. That was an insane draw. Means we can win next turn, I believe. 8, 10, 12, 14, 16.
I know.
Elspeth conquers death. Nope. No dice. What are they gonna do? Cast an Uro, gain 3 life? That means they die. Ooh, they did? Feels like they did. Nice. Can't stop the win streak. Come on, one more. Just one more win. And we're out of platinum. Nice. This is gonna get routed to dog soon, right? Fun fact. Oh, okay. Get to go first again, and we're playing another Urian deck. Another board clear deck sort of thing. Well, it depends. If they're banned, we're feeling sad about the Hushbringer, but if they're not, this sounds like acceptable, I guess. It's just, it's nothing to say no to. So it's gonna go like play a 2/2. Well, it's gonna become a 2/2, and we one drop too late. That's fine though. It just means that this will be a 3/3 on turn 3, which is fine. Okay, looks like they're probably just blue-white. Can't tell for sure yet, but if you're playing an 80 card deck and you find one of your basic islands, it feels like you're playing a lot of them. Alright, so Hushbringer plus Healer's Hawk. All attack. Well, one attack. And then next turn, how much is that? It's 4, 5, 6. Oath of Kaya. It's Esper, okay. Alright, so we get to draw some cards. Okay, double Spectral Sailor. It's going to be a lot of damage with this Rally of Wings with 4 creatures in play. And even if they board clear us, we'll just replace all our power on the board. Archon of Sun's Grace. Sure, it's a bit big. It's a bit big for us. So they're playing probably a... Okay, Winged Words. Also a solid draw. Eagle. let's see. If we play... If we play Eagle and attack with all, this dies. They make... Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. They don't have a white last turn, otherwise they wouldn't have played this. So I either play Rally this turn and hit them for 9 and lose a thing, or play this and hit them for 6 and lose a thing. I think I'll go Eagle. Maybe I should go Eagle pass. No, I'm gonna go Eagle attack with all. And they're gonna block one, but we can probably find lethal next turn. Unless they play an enchantment of some kind, and then in that case we will not. Oh, that's life linking. Oh, double Archon now. That's pretty brutal. But that's alright, we can kill both of them with a rally. So we just attack with all, clear the board with the rally. Doop. Now all my things are 4/4's opponent. Boom. And they're at 9. And we can draw a card from the Spectral Sailor. If they've been slow rolling a Wrath, then congratulations, they've thoroughly tricked us. Okay, Oath of Kai is a pretty good draw. That definitely slows us down a lot. Ooh. Alright. I don't know if that was worth shocking yourself for, opponent. I guess... Okay. I'm gonna hold up the Unbreakable formation to save one of these, I suppose. Is it worth doing that? Having 3 1/1s and they're at 10? This casket, okay. I guess I'm gonna activate this and see what I think afterwards. Having a single 1/1 on board. Yeah, I need to save the Spectral Sailor because I'm gonna need the card draw. Well, now he's probably should have waited before doing that, so he knows what to scry for a bit less. Come on, give me something. That doesn't really count. I'm just gonna cast this, I guess. Sure. Hopefully they don't find anything too good.
I have just the trick for this.
We find a Birth of Meletus. That's probably one of their worst draws. I have to cast this now.
Sorry I'm late. Here goes nothing.
+1. Okay. Safara. I can just hard cast that, I guess. Just gets bounced by Teferi, but I guess we can suicide some dudes into stop the Narset drawing cards. Yeah. This game's kind of slipping away from us a little bit. Just the multiple Oath of Kais. They've gained
I must stay focused.
11 life this game, I'm pretty sure. Way more than that, actually. They've gained like 20 life this game.
I've got time.
Yep, it's pretty straightforward move right there. Just had to happen. Okay, sounds like a board clear coming. They finally found it. Well, at least we get to play this. It's not going to be incredible, but it'll do the job.
If you wish to surrender now, I understand.
See what they find. Maybe we're just completely locked out of this game. Yeah, another Teferi's not a good sight. And scrolling to the top is also not good, and drawing another land is also not good. But we'll keep going for a couple more turns until they like play their Dream Trawler or whatever it is they're supposed to win with.
Don't worry.
Or probably just cast another removal spell. That's not amazing. I'm gonna wait one more draw step and then concede if we don't draw anything useful. Basically just thinking about Hanged Executioner or another Pirate or another thing that draws us a card, basically. Actually, Narset stops us from drawing cards, doesn't it? Yeah, I think we just can't win now. Cool. Let me just scoop him up right here. Gross. Alright. Lots of disputes. Probably need that. And some vetoes, I guess. Cut the usual stuff. Wait, were they? They were just Esper, weren't they? Hushbringer's still does something. Cloudkin's acceptable. Hanged Executioner. Right, I suppose. Helps us get out Safara. Maybe just cut the Winged Words completely. It's because I brought in all the Mystical Disputes. Maybe I don't need all the Mystical Disputes. I could probably cut a copy of Mystical Dispute then, and maybe a copy of Dovin's Veto as well. I don't seem to want to board in everything every single time, so I kind of want to get rid of the Winged Words, I guess. Even though it is card advantage, it feels like there's too much like hate for that in this, like too much Narset going on, too much Narset action. Gets totally denied by that. Alright, we'll try this again. Healer's Hawk backed up by 2 counter spells. Yeah, not really worth keeping. This is awful. And this is basically worse than our starting 7. But it's alright. Maybe we could have kept that 7, but I feel like there was a chance of drawing such more better hands. Okay. Huh. I was just completely distracted just then. Played the complete wrong card. Oops, that's probably not going to further our goal of winning. That's not either. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm off it right now. That's good enough. We've played the classic 1 win away from breaking ranks and get denied. Well, I said I'd keep playing until I lost with this deck, so now I'm going to try something else. I've been brewing around with this Abzan mid-range deck since since the early access event, actually. And I think I've actually kind of gotten it to a place where it's got some refining to it. It's been refined. It's no longer hillbilly Abzan. The one thing that I'm not 100% sure of is this Night of Autumn slot. I've been anticipating the old Wilderness Reclamation, but considering what we've been playing against, lots of Bant and other like blue-white base decks, Urian, etc. I feel like it's like basically it's the only thing we've been playing against all day. So I feel like a different sort of threat in the main deck is going to do us well. Maybe not that. Something that gives you loads of value, but isn't like a slouch in terms of pressuring a control deck as well. Angel of Grace is spicy, but probably doesn't fit the curve. Kenrith, maybe. I feel like I almost just want extra Casualties of War, but they're kind of I was gonna say they're kind of clunky against aggro, but I've been facing mostly control decks now, and I mean I didn't really want to craft them, but I feel like I can afford to, so I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna cut the Night of Autumns, maybe put them in the sideboard for these Return to Natures. Cool. Yeah, I'm just gonna craft these, it's fine. Yeah, I think having these Casualties of War is really going to make a really nice sort of land destruction-y, crush the opponent, grindy opponent's plan. So we'll see how semi-playable Pile fares in this Urian Teferi-ish meta. We'll see. Sure, it'll do well. Oh, I don't know. I think I was doing reasonably well with it the other day. What's it? Where was I playing it? I went 4-2 with it the other day. Just switching between stuff, you know, it's like okay. I don't know. Felt alright at the time. We just got a solid starting hand here, like removal, hand interaction. Not sure who we're playing against, but we've got a threat in hand as well, so yeah, nothing bad to say about this hand. Looks like we're immediately playing against a ramp deck. More removal / threats as well. I think Murderous Ride is the card that I kind of blanked on for a long time. I was like, ooh, what's... okay, we're basically playing a mirror match immediately. That's cool, that's cool. See if they just take out Agonizing Remorse, eh? Seems like the play I'd make. Oh, they take Assassin's Trophy. Okay. This is going to be a real interesting match. See what they've got in their hand, eh? Double Uro. Alright. Pretty medium hand from the opponent here. But they could just draw out of it. You never know. Alright. I guess... You know what? I think I'm just gonna cast Murderous Rider, the creature. Because, we've got heaps of removal in hand anyway, and... honestly, like, it's nice to just get a little bit of beatdown going. This may end up being a bit of a... We may end up being a bit weak in this matchup, like... Because they ramp to the land destruction, and we just kind of happen to end up with land destruction. I wonder what they're going to do this turn. Hopefully not go land. Okay, that's cool, that's cool.
I will aid you.
What does this go to? 6.
Harness the elements.
It's kind of like, oh, can I not... I could kill this land, but then I won't be able to kill the Nissa, so I just take the hit and destroy that Nissa. Pay with the full Abzan colors. Mythos of Nethor is really the only reason I'm going for. Didn't draw. The only reason I'm playing white, I'd say. I just didn't draw the land, but I'm gonna just Agonizing Remorse them and see. Okay, Casualties of War feels like the play here. It is sad to see a Hydroid Crisis as well. Their hand is actually insane right now. How many lands are in the graveyard? 4. 4 cards in the graveyard. That's actually... Maybe I just take the Crisis and I think I just take the Crisis and then just grit my teeth and get Casualties of War. Just accept that I'm going to get Casualties of Ward. I might as well just chump block this. Like, they're most likely to be casting Casualties. Alright, they found an Uro. That's a pretty good draw for them. If they cast Uro next turn, we'll get some pretty sick value. That's not great. Honestly, yeah. The fact that we chump blocked makes me feel like they're definitely not going to want to cast Casualties this turn because of the like, it's just one card. It's a 6 mana Stone Rain. It's not that good, and they're more likely to want to cast Uro, in which case we will exile their board. And this has worked out pretty well for us. They do get to draw a card, but, you know. Okay, and a Narset, that's not good for us.
I know 88 ways to defeat you. Pick one. Hone your prowess.
Alright. Alright, so my current plan here is Extinction Event in this turn. Okay, they just grow a Growth Spiral, that's pretty good. We're going to activate the castle here. It's a lot of damage, but we're just going to have to draw the card. Alright. We're getting out of our Mana Screw nicely, which is good for us. We get to Extinction Event them. And even. Oh, that's odd.
Keep an
I
open
thought
mind.
Uro cost for some reason. In that case, I probably should have cast Elspeth Conquers Death.
Seek shelter
Ah,
in my
I don't know.
stewardship.
Yeah.
The land shall conquer you.
In that case, maybe I should have Elspeth Conquers Death for Uro. They would have drawn Nissa, hit us for 6, and then we could have Extinction Evented. And we still would have been dead. It's kind of rough. We just bring in a whole bunch of grindy things. The deck is pretty much all non-creature spells apart from Uro, so I think Thought Distortion is going to be a solid in. Extinction Event, not the best card here. Questing Beast isn't amazing either, but they do have walkers, so I guess we'll go with it. I think I might as well put the cage in. Might just prevent Wayward Uros. It does get destroyed by Casualties of War, but that's just kind of something we have to accept. Maybe this is too many cards boarded in. Murderous Rider's possibly not worth keeping in either. I think I could bring out a Questing Beast as well. Actually, I think Graft... I don't know about Grafdigger's Cage. Mostly just because they can just Casualties of War it, and it does stop some of our own stuff as well, so... Alright, what have we got? We got a turn 4 Nissa. I guess that's acceptable. We might just end up getting casualties out of this game. We will need to draw some non-lands, I guess, but that's the same as every game. Another Nissa. Well, I guess we won't be too sad if our first Nissa just dies immediately anyway. Sure. Might as well attack with this Druid. It's a bit replaceable, so no need to worry about it getting killed. Lucranos. That's kind of a problem. Sure. I'm already... Maybe I should be playing Pelucranos, actually.
Be wary of the ground you walk on.
Okay. So that's what they've got going for them. We are probably going to start running out of lands eventually. They don't have heaps of cards in the yard, so they're not going to be able to escape this that much. We're just going to have to grind through this Pelucranos, basically. And I will be chump blocking this, right? Yeah. Okay, that's a good draw. Kind of sad that that Pelucranos kind of took out a lot of my stuff, but It's, you know, just have to deal with it.
Rise, my elemental friend.
Okay, they don't have anything going on, so hopefully we can just tempo them out. Check out my sick hand opponent. Yeah. 3 of a kind. What? Excuse me? Okay, we're gonna draw a card, see what we find here. An agonizing remorse. In that case, I guess we'll plus on that.
Harness the elements.
It's a shame that I won't be able to plus activate 2-nesses. Ooh, we did it! Okay. Alright. That was basically down to our opponent not having really anything going on apart from Pelucranos. I don't think I actually own Pelucranos. That's an interesting conundrum. Do I want Grafdigger's Cage now that I know he has that card as well? Probably. I think I'll just get rid of a Paradise Druid. It seems like it could be a bit too medium in the late game for me to want to actually play with. Similar hand to last game, except it's riding completely on this Garruk. Is it turn 4 Garruk though? If they don't have Thought Erasure, oh, that's a bad draw. If they don't have Thought Erasure, we're probably doing pretty well for ourselves. Okay, they don't have turn 2 Thought Erasure, so that's nice. Paradise Druid. There's their black source. Depending on whether that was a top deck or not, tells us a lot about their hand though. I'm not sure if we're gonna get annihilated this turn with a like another early Pelucranos or Questing Beast or something. Okay, nah, set. That's not the end of the world.
The past, present, and I have just the trick for this.
What are we finding with that? Ooh. It's a nice draw. Problem is, I want to be able to cast this Garruk before the Thought Distortion happens. So I'm going to cast this Paradise Druid so that I can play turn 4 this before I get Thought Distortioned. And then his turn 6 Thought Distortion won't do anything, hopefully.
Together, we will prevail.
And we can actually start,
Nature's true power.
say no blocks, I guess. Right. There's another thing, which is that if we cast Questing Beast, the Nissa will die. If we don't, if we cast Garruk, Nissa allows our opponent to do all sorts of nonsense. So either make 2 wolves and do a bunch of land blocking, I suppose. Actually, that seems like solid, actually. Yeah, I think we'll stick to the plan of playing Garrick. I know playing Questing Beast...
Wilds are primal and violent.
Playing Questing Beast would mean that Nissa would die, because we can attack all... Well, this at face. You could block with the Temple on the Questing Beast and have Nissa not die, but then he's down to land. I don't know. See what they do this game. This might end up being a deafening... yeah, this feels like this is a Casualties of War. Okay, that play was a lot worse against Casualties.
The land fights for us.
And we'll be double blocking these lands. They don't attack those, so that's cool. Alright, what are we doing? Kind of want to play all of these cards. But we probably need to get that Nissa off the board. Well, we can't really get the Nissa off the board. So since we can't get the Nissa off the board, I think Agonizing Remorse will help us out more. Yeah, get rid of Casualties. Okay. I'll play the Triumph out. I really want to cycle one of these, but currently can't. So we might just end up getting annihilated by this Nissa. We kind of need to draw our own Casualties of War pretty soon. Hopefully we do. Casualties of War would actually bring us directly into this game immediately, so hopefully they don't have anything too nasty for us. That's acceptable. Don't really care about that. That was a waste of mana for them, which is nice. So now we can just please draw Casualties of War. Our opponent got to draw 2 Casualties of War in their top 16 cards, so we're going to just double block one of these. Actually, the Forest is probably the better double block here. Yeah. Alright, Casualties, please. Come on, give it to me. Okay, who cares? That can come out next turn. It's unfortunate. Garrick. That can help. We'll kill the Uro next turn with that, I suppose. Attack face. We could also attack 2 at Narset, but that feels counterproductive. So we'll just hit the Narset, Nissa.
Underestimate my fortitude.
Unluckily for them, all of their blue sources are creatures, so they will have to tap one of these in order to cast their Uro. And in this turn we get to cast Garrick. We won't get to draw a card from the Destroying, so maybe I should have hit the Narset with the Questing Beast trigger. It's tough to tell, really. Polukranos Unchained, that might actually want to be what I destroy. Yeah, that's actually really good. Right, because... that's really good. Wait. Can activate that immediately. Alright, so try this, I suppose. Attack face with that. Fine. I'm fine with this. We die if we cast Garrick. Hold on. If I cast Questing Beast, we also die. Kind of do die though. Either way, hold on. I'm gonna cast Questing Beast. I think we're a bit boned, but we can try. Can just can't reanimate the Pelucranos, so it's actually lethal on board, isn't it? Oh well. Yeah, I think we need some of these Pelucranos in the deck, but I don't think I have them and can't really craft them at the moment either.
Behold, nature's true power.
What is going on? We're just dying. Opponent doing all the good stuff. We fumbled a little bit too much there. We're losing our Platinum Tier 1 status. Alright. I think until I can... Yeah, I think I've been thoroughly convinced that I need Pelucranos in my life. But I'm pretty sure I don't own it. As I say, did not really play much Theros. So, yep. It's a really nice card. 4 mana 6/6, doesn't die to Death Touch. And it comes back and it fights things, yeah. That's what I'm looking for. It's better in the like mid-rangey matchups than like the true control matchups, but I mean it does reanimate itself, so I mean I only played one match with that deck, but the fact that I feel like I'm missing Pelucranos so much, it's making me sad. But we are at the rank floor, so I guess we can just keep playing. I wanted to try out some other decks as well. I'm not sure what beyond these two that I've been playing. Alright. Removal spell and another one. On the draw, is this good enough? It might be. We'll see how it goes. We've got a Scry. It's a banned deck. Alright, we've got all the late game we could ever need. We're going to Scry, try and find something useful. That's not going to be useful this game. Okay. Play out the Triumph. And then from next turn onwards, we're just going to have removal spell after removal spell. Hopefully we can offset our opponent's ramp a little bit. Narset's an annoying one. That's probably just going to have to get destroyed immediately.
Encounter no obstacles. Put thoughtfulness before action.
Just a Growth Spiral. Yeah, I'm just gonna remove that immediately.
I still have much to learn.
A lot of these cards are just 1-for-1s, but hopefully Casualties of War and Elspeth Conquers Death bring us back a little bit more into the fold. It's going to be a while until we're gonna. If they play Nissa, it's going to be a while till we can like properly recover from it. But we can Mythos it, and then hopefully the turn after conquer death stuff. Okay, what's she going for?
The moon looks intriguing tonight.
Just return
The
Narset to
storied
hand.
past holds our future.
My plan was just to play this Triome out. I think I'll let them activate this Tamio and see what they do. Plussing 4.
To the library.
I assume they go. Oh, they go for Nissa who shakes the world. Yeah. All right. In that case, we're probably gonna go. Exile whatever planeswalker they destroy something. Maybe Tamio. Maybe Nissa. Next turn, Elspeth conquers death. Whatever we didn't target. This might be a tough match. But we probably just have to casualties of war them enough to get out of it, I guess. It might be too tough to get through all the 2-for-1s that they have in their deck. We are playing on a 1-for-1 essentially playing field.
What a strange and magnificent world. Rise, my elemental friend.
I just have to take the 3 here and probably just kill the Nissa. Kill it now just in case there's some shenanigans they can do.
I must seek comfort in the land.
Probably could have done that pre-combat, but they didn't cast the growth spiral anyway, so it didn't matter. That was a nice draw. So we'll just continue with the Elspeth Conquers Death on the Tamio. Don't have anything in our yard that we can actually recur with it, but it's gonna be fine.
This
We have
study is over.
double casualties coming up. Should be pretty solid. Although they do have a lot of lands going on, so who knows. We can get rid of, depending on what they fetch here, we could get rid of all their blue sources. So they do fetch an island, like a smart person. But we will be playing the game of attacking their blue sources, I think, this game. Elspeth conquers death, your Elspeth conquers death, sure. That's not a bad draw. Oops. I guess we'll just go for a swamp here, doesn't really matter. I think a swamp's fine. Cast casualties. Land, enchantment, creature. Total land, I guess the Hallowed Fountain. What's going on? And this is where we're going to slowly get back our advantage. They don't have enough islands to cast Narset anymore, which is also nice. It's almost as if that's a dead card now. I'll draw a Crisis for 3. Is it worth it to just casualties? No, I think I'll just play the Questing Beast out, I think. And get a bit more value out of this casualties without... They drew their land off the Crisis, so we're not going to be able to starve them of mana as much as I would have liked. But maybe they'll be able to cast the Narset this turn, find... I don't know what they'll find, but hopefully nothing very consequential, and then I'll be looking for the old 3/4 in there. Though it feels like they're just gonna cash in a Shadow the Sky, perhaps? Or they're just gonna cast a Fairy.
You show remorse, I'll show restraint.
That's fine. It's not really worth casting Questing Beast. Not really worth casting casualties again anymore, so we'll just attack them with the Questing Beast again. Didn't really lose us that much tempo. We got Assassin's Trophy for anything too nasty. And then we can keep just trying to grind them out by getting the most out of this Casualties of War, basically. Alright, that's pretty annoying, but not much you can do about it. We can still cast Casualties of War next turn, right? I mean, after that second mode goes off. I think so. Not worth Assassin's Trophying that. Elspeth Conquers Death. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so we can cast the Casualties next turn, which is nice. So we'll just pass the turn here, I think. And the plan is to make sure that there's the right number of targets for this Casualties of War next turn, basically. Topped, that's not ideal. Get back like a Nissa next turn, so we're definitely wanting to casualties that. We'll just take the 3 again if they don't have anything. Now it feels like they might have some sort of counter magic or something. So maybe we just want to like do both of those. Or do we untap and casualties this board? It's just that one. Maybe we slow roll this Casualties of War a bit too much. If this gets countered, we lose, but I think... I don't know if they actually... Ah, we still lose. Okay, good game. Ugh. Rough. We just didn't draw enough threats there, I don't think. So, Thought Distortion here I think is worth having in because essentially they've only got 8 creatures in their deck. It's not that many. Night of Autumn, not really playing that many enchantments. There's obviously the Sharknado, but if they cast that then that's quite bad for us. I think it's worth having the Garrick in just as another threat. Don't need Extinction Events. Probably don't need Murderous Rider as much. Maybe keep one in. Elspeth's like acceptable too, but a bit too slow, and Garrick puts on more pressure for similar costs anyway. So we'll just go with that. Taking a while for sideboarding though. I actually find it's kind of hard sometimes to sideboard with the old 80 cards, because sometimes, I mean, there is a lot of stuff, but there's a lot of core to it. Flick slots seem like there's, it feels like there's not many flick slots anyway. Who knows? Okay, we got there. Sword hand. Turn 4, turn 5 sort of thing. I think that's acceptable. Okay. Yeah, I mean, might as well. There's no real downside to which shock we play, I don't think. Hopefully we draw something to do, like a removal spell of some kind. Smells like a growth spiral. That's nice. I feel like there's not much they can do about this Paradise Druid, so get in there. If they bounce with a Teferi, then I'm not too sad. That's the only real way that they can like mess with me, I think. That means next turn we can just play Garrick, start ticking them up. Why not? Not really ticking them up, but you know what I mean. Putting power on board. Start putting pressure. Hopefully it's enough pressure. They've got their, you know, 5 mana on turn 3 shenanigans. No, might as well play that. Save us some life.
Foxes. I hunt. We are the apex predators.
Woohoo. So I included Garrick. It's kind of like a similar card to Liliana. They both do similar things. I kind of expected that we'd kind of be doing that, but yeah, sure.
The curse is affecting
I was
me
like,
more than I thought.
it'll be fine. Alright, it's kind of sad we don't have a Overgrown Tomb in play for this, but we'll still Agonizing Remorse them and see what they have.
Through these lands.
Their own Nissa, a Shark Typhoon, a Mystical Dispute. I think we could probably just get rid of Nissa there. Yeah, seems good.
I'm in need of rest.
Get that Temple Garden up and running.
Be wary of the ground you walk on.
Attack for 7. Okay. Should be lethal next turn. most likely. Yeah, this doesn't really do enough. Well, this can make quite a large shark, but they can block one land, take... Oh, Aether Gust. Yeah, I'll put that on top, why not? Okay, it's kind of annoying. They're gonna Mystical Dispute it. Can't even cast it, to be honest, so it's probably not the best play. Do they have anything good in their graveyard? They have an Uro that they can bring back and then immediately lose. Okay, so obviously Dispute is gonna land. But if we just attack with all first, if we attack with all except this, then I can still cast something post-combat. And this is a pretty solid attack, so let's do that. Actually, I should have attacked with all if I... There's no point leaving back the Paradise Druid. Oh, there is kind of to activate this. If I wanted to cast one of these spells, I should have just left both Paradise Druids back. But, you know, it's just kind of whatever. This works too, I guess. They get hit for 7. And we can just do not much, but that's fine. We'll just activate this Paradise Druid and see what we draw. Because they'd be at 6 currently if we'd attacked with all, though we couldn't draw a card, so... I think the correct play is to not attack with any Paradise Druids there and then try and cast one of these spells and stop that nonsense.
I'm known for my excellent timing.
It's gonna bounce like a token or a land, I guess. Oh, it says enchantment, creature, and artifact, so you can bounce a land and have it not longer be a creature. Sure.
Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
Okay, so it doesn't seem like they've got much going on. Draw a card and hopefully find something decent. Just an Overgrown Tomb. So they can just dispute anything we cast. If we cast Nissa, they'll just most likely just dispute it. Well, they'll definitely dispute it. If we Elspeth Conquers Death, they're probably not going to care that much. Alright, so what we're going to do here is go... actually, how many cards in their graveyard? That's the thing. No, we can't really stop them from casting Uro, so... we'll just do that.
That didn't go according to plan.
Interesting. I think now actually we do cast Nissa. I should have probably done this pre-combat, but it doesn't really matter, make a difference. They were going to counter it either way. But now they're most likely going to cast Uro, and then we can Elspeth Conquers Death it and attack for lethal. Hopefully. Hopefully. Looks like they're casting the Uro. Nice. yeah, so plan is we cast Uro, their 3 cards in hand don't do anything. Terribly impactful anyway. And then we Elspeth Conquers Death the Uro and attack for lethal. Because they'll be at 6 and we have 7 power. But we could also draw some other stuff. We've got a bunch of haste in this deck, so it's not like we're in a massive rush to win. But if this Elspeth Conquers Death resolves, okay, one of the cards is a land, that's good to know. If this resolves, I'm just gonna shock myself just in case that's a Mystical Dispute in hand. If it is a Mystical Dispute, then they buy themselves a turn, but looks like they don't have it. If it's a Sharknado, they can make a 3/3. Still attack with all though, I'm pretty sure. Because what, they either block this, go to 1, or block this anyway, go to 1, then die next turn, or block this, go to 2 and die next turn. It's a lot of okay, so they're choosing to block the Paradise Druid, so they're at 1. I guess it doesn't really make much of a difference what life total they're at, so it's better to get the value. But this Elspeth Conquers Death's gonna come bring back a Nissa eventually. Okay, hopefully they don't have anything too nasty for us. If they have a Crisis, we probably lose immediately. Uro, okay, so they can't recast that, thankfully. But that means they're out of range. Oh, there's too much thinking going on this match. Oh yeah. I've never clocked anyone, but I always like to check, you know. More card draw. Still can't cast Uro. Nissa, that's a pretty good draw.
We will not fail.
Yep, it's a pretty good draw. What do we need to draw now? Casualties of War would be amazing, actually. Casualties of War would be insanely good. So I'm going to say no blocks here. I just hope to draw that Casualties. Land, not good. Very much not good. Might as well cycle this, see what we get. And Elspeth Conquers Death, which we can cast, thankfully.
I must go.
No attacks, obviously. Okay, so now we have to deal with the next, like, top 2 cards of our opponent's library. One of them's a land. They cast the Uro. It's actually the perfect land, which is actually quite annoying. But I was kind of banking on them casting the Uro this turn anyway. But it was quite lucky of them to have found the correct land.
We will meet again.
So now we have to. This is a blank. It seems like it's a land because it's pausing. They're bluffing that it's not a land for some reason. What do I do here? I think I chump block because my best out is still Casualties of War. Paradise Druid. Not good enough.
I will
Let's go
protect
loyalty
the virtue
counter.
of this world.
Plus on, guess this plains.
The land fights for us.
And not dead. But I'm pretty close to dead. If I'd drawn Casualties of War at any point this game, I would have won, but yeah. Still got 4 on the deck. Oops. Yes. What else is good? Well, I do really need to draw a removal spell for this shark. Oh, sorry about that, opponent. I didn't realize that I had a activated ability leaving up. Definitely not going to activate that castle. All attack, yeah, that makes sense. It's possible I could double block this Uro. So I could chump that and double block that. Or block that. Block that. I think this is better. Because it means that they might I don't know, draw something else. They might not have any blockers. I know that that must have been the land they drew last turn. Okay. So now we're kind of hoping for a Questing Beast top deck, I suppose. So Questing Beast, casualties, Garrick. Any removal spell actually would be good. Alright, sorry opponent, I'm just thinking about my outs. Oh, it's a land, okay, it's good. Dang it. So many live draws. So many live draws.
Nature's true power.
Okay, pay 2 life. Pay 2 life. What was on top? Elspeth Conquers Death. That wouldn't have done it either. Oh well. Oh, brutal. Back to Platinum Tier 2A. That was very close. I mean, it was only game 2, but so close. Yeah, so I feel like this deck kind of needs a Polychronous in it, but yeah, like we had so many good draws that game, like that, not that actually. So like 1, 2. I don't know how many Mythoses we'd cast. I think it was none. It's like 6, 9. Another Nissa would have been enough. Not quite. And obviously the Casualties of War would have been nuts too. So. Oh. Seems like a good way to end the stream. We climbed a bunch of ranks. I'm pretty sure we Azorius Flies was carrying us. But then this went 7 and 2 with Azorius Flies, and then went 0-2 with semi-playable pile. I might downgrade it to mostly unplayable pile. Yeah, pretty solid. Pretty solid day of climbing. Thanks for watching, everyone. Catch you next time.